What's up, Mr. Mike? Finna start this off. What's up, Nate? Waiting for a couple more people to get in here. We'll start this tool haul video off. I was just getting ready to do a little test on one of these tools, Mr. Mike. But I actually had to trim it down a little bit on the sides. So once we get a couple more people up in here, we'll start showing everything off. What's up, Jason? Oh, I don't have my marker with me. So we'll go ahead and start this first part off with a mail call. Alright, we received this from Justin Dow. So we got this patch in from Justin Dow. YouTube certified master technician. So we got that in, and I thought it was pretty cool. He said he was going to send it to me probably about a week or two ago, and just finally got in. I thought this was pretty cool. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to send this to you just for fun, and do what you want with it. Put it in your toolbox or put it on one of your uniforms or whatever." So I thought it was pretty cool of him to do that. I think somebody made these for him. I don't remember, but I just thought they were pretty cool. Next up, we're gonna start off doing the tool hauls, and we're gonna kind of compare one little tool that I picked up today. Kind of give you guys a little bit of difference here. First thing, we're gonna start off with the stubby ratchet wrenches, the Pittsburgh Pro, and these are a metric set. I believe this is a 7-piece set. Not a bad little set. I believe it was like 20 bucks. It's got a 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 18. Yeah, a couple skip sizes in there, but I just really picked it up for some of the smaller ones, so I didn't really care. So I really just picked it up for like the 8 and the 10, and I believe the 13 and the 15. So, but it came with a whole set. These are pretty decent little wrenches. I'd say they're not too bad. They are Pittsburgh. They do have the lifetime warranty. They are 72 tooth, chrome vanadium steel, whatever you want to call it, whatever. They're not too bad. They don't feel too bad either. I've used some of their wrenches before. I needed a set of stubbies, just for like small under dash work. So I picked these stubbies up, and they were pretty nice. So picked these up, man, for like 20, I believe they were 20 bucks. I don't have my receipt here with me. So like I said, these aren't too bad. It's got the biggest one. That's a pretty big size to be a little stubby. You usually don't see too many of the stubbies in that size. I think that's pretty cool. So like I said, I just picked these up just because I needed them. And if they break, so what? You know, they do have a lifetime warranty on them. Next up is the Impact, the half-inch drive 8-piece Impact torque set. This is all the 1/2-inch drive extended Torx. So these are all 1/2-inch drive. It's got T30, 40, 45, 47, 50, 55, 60, and 70. So these aren't too bad. I needed these. This is one of the main reasons I went in there today was for these. Let's see if I can take one of these off. I hate these freaking rails. I think these rails are garbage though. They're tools I can deal with, but these rails suck ass. But I really needed them for a job the other day. I had to borrow somebody's at work. I had to get into a head job, and the way the head bolts were, they're Torx heads, and you had to have an extended Torx because we just couldn't get enough on there. So, you know, these aren't too bad though. I mean, I haven't seen anybody break any of these. Even their Pittsburgh Pro sockets, impact sockets, I haven't seen anybody break them. So, like I said, I don't really care if they get broke. You know, I didn't really spend a whole bunch of money on them, so that's not too bad. These aren't too bad though. I mean, I haven't seen anybody break any. And if they do break, again, these do have a lifetime warranty, so I can take it back and tell them to shove up their ass and give me a new one. So, like I said, this is the 1/2-inch drive set. I believe they have a 3/8 drive, but I needed the 1/2-inch drive set for a reason. But that's not too bad. It's an 8-piece set for, I believe it was like 29 bucks. Not too bad. The next thing I picked up, everybody, is the now I did a no, Mr. Mike, I don't work on German cars. I hate working on German cars. I hate working on BMWs and Mercedes and all that crap. Those are just too much of a headache and a pain in the ass for me. I hate working on them. I have worked on them, but I don't like working on them. That's right, Big Daddy. Nothing wrong with Harbor Freight stuff. So, next thing is, I've got a video on my channel that I did recently with a Harbor Freight or Pittsburgh compression tester. Now, they have two different sets at Harbor Freight. You know, the other set I picked up has all the little adapters and stuff like that. And probably next week I'm going to do a comparison video on this. I picked up another compression tester because the other one, I don't like the style of it. I used it twice and it worked fine, but the adapters in it, if you've got a spark plug hole that goes pretty deep in the hole, you know, the problem I ran into is where the adapter actually stayed in the spark plug hole and didn't realize it and put the spark plug back in and put everything down right, and come to find out I don't like that style. So it really messed me up and could have caused me my job, or cost me an engine or whatever else. So I decided to pick up the Quick Connect style. This set right here. I'm gonna do a comparison video next week and we'll talk more about it. But this set right here is 29 bucks. So not bad for the money. Does it have a warranty? I don't even know. Does it do the job? Yeah, I can confirm that these do the job. But the other set that I bought was not a very good set, so we'll talk about that next week when I get the other one. I'm gonna bring it home from work. So this one, I already kind of took it out and checked it out. Open this set here. What I like about this is got the 3 different adapters here that come in this kit. So you don't have to worry about, you know, adding adapters or whatever. All your different size adapters are right here. Now, if you have to run an adapter, that's fine. But what I like about these is they all got the Quick Connects. So with this, it comes with a little instruction booklet, whatever. Don't care. And this one actually has a longer adapter on it. This thing's pretty freaking long. So it's got a pretty long hose and reach. So you could probably plop this up on the windshield while you are turning the key and running your spinning the over, and you can actually probably plop this on the windshield and facing it towards you, so you can actually see, instead of having to flop it on top of the engine or the head and seeing what, you know, having to step out and whatever else. So what I like about this, it's got the little bleeder valve right there. It goes all the way up to 300, from 0 to 300. So with this style, what I like about it, plug it in just like your normal air hose, quick connect, slide in, done. Now with this, of course, we all know, if you've never used one, just take this, run it down to the spark plug hole, run it down, screw it down. Then with this, you come in, if it's sitting into the engine hole, the spark plug hole, just come in, plug it up, bam, ready to go. Start getting ready to turn your engine over. Make sure everything's set up. Make sure you disconnect your fuel and your spark. That's not a bad little set. That's why I picked this up, because this one already has the 3 different adapter sizes, and I don't have to worry about my adapters coming off. The O-rings, you might have a problem with O-ring, but I mean, who cares? You can always pick up an O-ring for a pack of O-rings for pretty freaking cheap. So O-rings are pretty cheap. So I mean, if you ever have a problem, or they get cut, or they swell, or whatever, get you a little pick it off, replace it, slap a new one on, you're good to go. I don't know if this does have a warranty on it. Let's see if this does have a warranty. It might say like a 30-day warranty or something. Let's see. Just for verification. Okay, so it does have a warranty on it. Limited 90-day warranty. I'm sure it's probably from quality standards or defects. Probably not from... Yeah, as always, just a little quick 90-day warranty, so if it doesn't work, then you can always take it back to them in 90 days. So, whatever. Alright, so now that that's shown off, I want to say these are 5/17 by 3/5, or 3/5, whatever, I don't really care. But, like I said, it comes in a nice blow molded case. I'll stack these back up in here. Let's see. So, I think this is a lot better than the other freaking kit to me. Like I said, if you see the other kit, I believe it's probably around the same price. I mean, I think it's a couple of bucks cheaper. But if you can find this kit, because I couldn't find this kit last time, and I went ahead and picked up this kit because, again, like I said, I had problems with the other kit. But we're not going to talk too much about that. We're going to talk more about it next week. We're going to just stay tuned for that video coming out next week. So, like I said, this does come with the blow molded case and your instruction booklet. So, you got a nice little blow molded case you can keep in your toolbox. Keep it safe and secure so it's not rolling around and getting broke. It's not a bad little kit, like I said, for 30 bucks. You know, I'd rather spend 30 bucks on something decent that I know that might work compared to $200 off the fucking Snap-on truck. So I know those work. I've tried the other one out. The gauges are fine. It's just the adapters on the other one, I just don't like it and don't approve of it. Now, hey, Miss Tara, how's it going? Alright, let me try to catch up a little bit on the chats here. We'll go over this last one tool. Yeah, Big Daddy, I agree with you on the Harbor Freight thing. Harbor Freight's she's probably maybe like 30 minutes from my house where I currently stay. But, you know, I would rather buy tools from Snap-on. I mean, not Snap-on, but Harbor Freight. Being as I'm not having to sit there and pay 20 bucks a week for, you know, 20 freaking weeks or whatever the case is. And I'm having to sit there and constantly pay out when I can go get the same damn thing from Harbor Freight for 20 bucks. And I just paid myself in 2 weeks. You know, if like this socket set right here might cost me probably like 200 bucks or more. off the Matco or Snap-on truck versus I go to Harbor Freight. I just pick this up within 2 or 3 payments. So I pay my Snap-on, or I don't have Snap-on anymore, but Matco, I pay my Matco guy, say I pay him $20 a week. I just paid for this sucker right here. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my Matco and Snap-on tools I do have, and have taken care of them, but you know, I'm to the point now to where I just don't want to buy, you know, Snap-on and Matco all the time. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, exactly, Jason. I mean, these tools, I mean, again, these tools right here are going to pay for themselves. I mean, everybody out there that buys from Harbor Freight, I have no problem buying from Harbor Freight. You know, I think they make some decent stuff now. Now, it used to not be that good. But, you know, it's not that I hate on Snap-on or hate on Matco, because I still have Matco and Snap-on tools. You know, to me, I would just rather, you know, if I'm going to spend $30 on a set like this, why the hell am I going on the tool truck and spending $200 to $250 on just a small little set like this? And this is a little 8-piece set. So, I mean, anybody out there tells you Harbor Freight sucks, well, that's their problem. If they only buy Snap-on or Matco, if they want to buy, you know, this little tool haul I got today, somebody probably would have spent probably an easy grand, if not more, on this stuff that I bought today. Now, this last thing, I'm going to go ahead and show everybody. This is your standard wire strippers. I think everybody knows these wire strippers. Brian, this bit set, let me see. I don't know if it's made. Which one is made? Made in Taiwan, by the way. It's not made in China. Distributed by Harbor Freight in California. Made in Taiwan. I believe the wrench set is the same thing. Actually, this one doesn't say. This one does not say if it's China or Taiwan. Oh, this one, the wrench set is made in China, but the impact socket set is made in Taiwan. But everybody knows these strippers. These are your standard old school pull, grab and pull strippers. You grab your wire. I'm gonna kind of give you guys a demonstration. I think we all know this kind of style of wire. Let me get the right gauge here. Oh, still not good enough. Let me go a little bit down further. But you always put down in there. Damn it. Must be the coating on here. Alright. So, I think you guys get my point with these. Sometimes these may not always work, and you have to sit there and grip and rip, and then you hit your knuckles against something, whatever the case is. Now, I do not like this style anymore at all. Of course, now that I'm in the automotive field, these right here are the bee's knees. I'm going to kind of go off Justin Dow's little words there. Bee's knees, because these right here are the shit. These, I picked these up for $10 at Harbor Freight. These are the same ones you can get from Snap-on, the same ones you get from Matco Truck, the same ones you get online, Amazon, eBay. I've seen these on Amazon go for $20 to $30, upwards of $50. The ones I've seen off the Matco Truck, my Matco guy wants $35 to $40 for. Guess what? $10 at Harbor Freight. The exact same thing. The exact same thing. Now, if you're asking what these are called the heavy duty automatic wire strippers. Wire stripper with adjustment screw for not insulated and non-insulated, hardened to cut wires true and straight. And for ignition wires, whatever else. Use it on whatever else it says. Automatically just strip 12 to 26 gauge wire, whatever. But instead of using these old style grip and rip, these just stick your wire in and go. Take a fresh wire like this. You're going to stick it in right here. Clamp it. Release it, pull it out, and bam. So all I got to do is that. So I just stick my wire. This one's already halfway stripped. So I just grip it, adjust it, let it go, pull it out. So it makes it so much easier than having to use these, having to know what gauge wire you're on, whatever else. And these, a lot of times if these are coated, sometimes they have problems. Like these are coated, so sometimes they'll have problems with the chompers down here for the gauges and trying to strip them. But like I said, if you're using this old style right here, you know, you're having to slip the wire in it from the backside, crimp down on it, and then you have to strip and rip, and then your knuckles, I can't tell you how many times I've busted my knuckles trying to do this. Say you're up underneath the dash or whatever else, you're working on something, you fling it off, and bam, you slap your hand or your knuckles, whatever else. These, just slip the wire in here, grip it down, gone. Now with these, they also have a wire cutter right here. I don't know how well you can see that. Wire cutter, and it's got a couple crimps. So these aren't too bad. And it's got a little adjustment screw right here for the tension. And like I said, these aren't too bad for what they are. For $10, I mean, you can't beat that. A lot of stuff out there is rebranded. Like I said, I believe, I want to say the ones that I've seen on the my Matco guys got is made by S&G Tools. And this is identical. The only difference in between these two is the color of the grips. I mean, literally. Even the ones I've seen online, the only difference was the grips were a little bit different. Maybe a little bit more hard in the grip, or maybe a little bit more ergonomical grip. But these are pretty sweet for what they are. So, I mean, it's got little teeth on it. I don't know how you can see that, but it's got little teeth right here. You put the wire in from this end. You know, you've got the cut here, the grab here, so it grabs down and strips the wire, pull it out, and you're ready to go. They're pretty freaking sweet though. I've been thinking about picking them up for a while, and I was about to get them off Amazon for like $15, but I hadn't seen them at Harbor Freight until today. So $10, I was like, you know what? Heck yeah, that was a good little find. But yeah, I would rather have those than any other ones. And I've got a pair of kind of this style in my toolbox at work that's just older style. But so yeah, that's a pretty good little tool haul we did today. Spent a little bit more than I wanted, but it's not a bad little haul. So whatever else everybody's got going on, we're getting ready for the game day. Game is starting here shortly. Actually, the game is probably starting now. So we're not going to stay on here much longer. I'm going to get off here shortly, so the game is supposed to come on. Yeah, Jason, $10 isn't bad for those little strippers from Harbor Freight. And these things right here, like I said, it says it goes up from 12 to 26 gauge wires. So I guess 12 is probably going to be your biggest, and 26 is probably going to be your smallest gauge. So I don't know, made from heavy duty hardened steel, crimps insulated and non-insulated terminals and connections, tough enough for professional use. I'm just reading off what it says on the freaking back here. So not a bad little set though for $10. I mean, if you guys see it out there, if you can find these at Harbor Freight, pick these up. I mean, they are the exact same thing that I've seen off. I mean, identical to what Matco has on their truck. And I believe Snap-on, maybe Snap-on has theirs a little bit different, but whatever. $10, man, you can't beat that with a freaking stick. That's not a bad little deal. So, everything that I picked up, you know, was either needed, much needed, or, you know, really, everything was really much needed. Other than the compression tester, but I needed to replace that other one. That other one's a piece of crap. Yeah, Jason, pick you up a set, buddy. Like I said, if you can find them at Harbor Freight, I didn't even know they had them there. But I think I was looking for them one time, but I could never find them. And I just happened to see them today. I don't know if they're new or what. um, but I know I did see their new pliers line, the new Doyle pliers line. Um, but man, I mean, compared to one set of um, channel locks, compared to their four set of Pittsburgh Pro, I mean, it was the same price. I get four pairs of channel locks versus one pair of channel locks, and I get the same lifetime warranty. I mean, which one would you guys rather have? I mean, would you rather have four pairs of pliers for $17 or one plier for $17? I mean, not. I mean, obviously, um, I would rather have four. To me, for the same price. If I'm still getting a lifetime warranty on that, I hadn't even really read too much into their new Doyle line of pliers, so I don't really know, and I haven't really owned any yet. So some people were saying they're good, some people were saying they're kind of eh. But I mean, if I'm getting a lifetime warranty either way, why not? I'd rather have a lifetime warranty and get four pairs of pliers, and it does exactly the same job. Maybe I'm just frugal like that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I was surprised when I seen them for like $10, and they weren't even on sale. They were just said $9.99. I said, hell yeah. So, but I did kind of splurge on the compression tester and I really needed the ratcheting wrenches. So, I've been needing those for a while to get up in those tighter spaces and those dashes and stuff. Doing a lot of the freaking recalls. So, not too bad. Yeah, I've got my supervisor at work. He had a pair like these, like the strippers, and he had the S&G pair. He got from Matco, and he said he's had them for years, couple years, and the only problem that he ever had was they have little E-clips right here. He said the E-clip came off, and he put a pin through the front side, and had a pin like a little crap. What do they call it? Like a little hook pin style, just going through it, holding it. He said that was his only complaint. Other than that, he finally ended up losing it, and it broke off one of the ends. So he was talking about getting him another pair. But I'm gonna have to turn him on to these because these were like $10, man. I was like, holy crap. So if you guys can find them, pick them up, man. $10 is not a bad deal at all. Knipex, whatever you want to call it, is some pretty. They have some really good pliers, but they are just freaking high as hell. I just don't want to buy a whole bunch of Knipex stuff. Um, I mean, they do have some nice pliers though. I mean, I just don't want to spend. I just can't see spending $80 for a pair of pliers. Yeah, I mean, even Gear Wrench's stuff isn't that expensive, compared to Snap On and others. And Gear Wrench actually makes a lot of their ratchet wrenches for Matco. That's where a lot of Matco gets their, ratcheting wrenches. Matco doesn't make any of their own tools, and I understand that. So, but you've got these hard guys who are like, oh, Matco makes all their own tools, and I swear to you, up and down, my supervisor at work says, "Oh, Matco makes all their own tools, and blah blah blah, and they've always been their own company." But he don't understand that. He's a little fucking hard headed, anyways. So, um, to me, he really needs to do more research. But I've even told him time and time again, Matco does not make their own tools. Matco used to be a brand of Mac, or a division of Mac. Matco used to make the toolboxes. Um, Matco rebrands their tools. When I even tried to show him proof, he was like, "Oh, well, you didn't. That article's not true, or this, that, and the other." I said, "Dude," I said it's completely true. But whatever. Snap-on doesn't. No, nobody makes their own tools. I mean, they don't. I mean, they outsource them. One or two factories may make the same wrench for 5 or 10 different companies, and change it up a little bit, change the casting or the name, or put their brand on it. Oh man. But yeah, uh, yeah, got people texting me. Got people texting me about the game. So the Iron Bowl game. For those who aren't aware, let's see. Try to keep up with these chats here. Yeah, that's another thing too. Uh, Matco, Sunex makes stuff for Matco too. Or at least I know some stuff, not everything, not a lot of bunch of stuff, but it to me, I mean, I understand that Matco doesn't make their own stuff, but the only reason I buy from the tool truck is for something I need and I can't get from Harbor Freight, or if it costs me a little bit more and I don't have the um change to put out for it, and I'm just like, yeah, if it's something I really need, and yeah, exactly, convenience. Uh, just the convenience of it, really. But as far as my toolbox, now that is Matco. So Matco, I owe for a good bit of time for that. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Um, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. But I did buy my. I'd rather have a Matco toolbox than a Snap On. Don't get me wrong. Snap On does have some nice boxes on their higher end series. Their lower end series, I wouldn't buy one, but I like my Matco box better. So, and I got a much killer deal on a freaking Matco toolbox than I did any with Snap On would ever give me. So not only did I get a toolbox when I bought my toolbox, he threw in a 55-inch flat screen TV. So for those who are wondering, try to get your Snap-on guy to do that. My Matco, if you go back and watch my toolbox store, I just bought it this year. It's not the powered series, but it is a 4S, with that newer paint style that's like that hammered finish, what they call like silver or black vein. Um, yeah, I do have a pretty badass Matco dealer. When I tell you, when he had the toolbox I bought from him on the truck, he was like, "Look, I'm trying to get rid of this toolbox today." He said, "I've had a couple other people buy it or interested in it, but they couldn't get approved for the credit." I didn't really have good credit. I think I still had barely a 600 at the time, and I just bought it like, oh shoot, towards the end of summer, like less than 6 months ago. So he was like, "Look, if you buy this toolbox, it's on sale for $3,500. He said, "If you buy the toolbox," he said, "I'm throwing in the 55-inch flat screen smart TV in with it. It's a Samsung. It's sitting in my bedroom right now. And then my other 55-inch is sitting in my living room. It's a 55-inch Samsung smart TV. He said if you buy that, if you get that box, he said the TV comes with it. I was like, damn, are you fucking serious? He's like, yep. Which he does. He's done a lot of pretty cool giveaways too. He's given away like a dirt bike, brand new dirt bike by the way, Yeti coolers, fishing, brand new fishing equipment, shotgun. Well, he didn't give away a shotgun, but he did give away a gift card to like Academy or something, so somebody can go get one. Just because of legality reasons, and you know, I mean, you can't just give somebody a gun, even if they, you know, background reasons or whatever. But so not a bad deal. I mean, he's a pretty cool guy. He's a veteran as well, so he's an Air Force veteran. But let's see what else we got here. Yeah, you're right, Jason. Don't piss off the mechanics today. Don't piss him off. But yeah, I do have a pretty cool Matco guy though. I mean, he's pretty laid back. And a lot of times, if need something off the truck, say if I need a socket, and I've done this before, and I've done it with some small purchases up to like $100 or right over $100. If it's not too expensive, then I'd be like, look, I really need this. I'm gonna get you next time around, and I don't have to put anything down on it. So, where some tool guys are like, well, tell you what, I'll give it to you today. You put $10 down on it, $20 down on it, whatever, and you take it and go. Well, my tool guy, I don't have to put anything down sometimes if I do get something. So he's pretty laid back. Yeah, I mean he's pretty good. I mean that's why we keep him around, keep him coming around. I just won't buy anything from Snap-on. We don't even have a Snap-on guy anymore. What's up, Dan? No. I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen a Mack truck. To be honest with you, we don't have Mack anywhere near me or Cornwell. We don't have Cornwell. We don't have Mack. About as best we have is Snap-on and Matco. And I've seen a gear wrench truck around here, but it's very rare. That was probably like, oh shoot, almost 2 years ago. So I hadn't seen one. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, we just don't have. I mean, Snap-on. I've had three Snap-on guys, and two out of the three have just kind of screwed me a little bit. I mean, one of them, first Snap-on guy I had. I mean, he gave me a good deal on my first toolbox, but it was used. But he still gave me a pretty decent deal on it. The second one, he was good. I liked him. The third one, he was all right, but he worked. He was nice about working with you on your payments, and that was about it. Otherwise, he just high as hell on his prices. Wouldn't come off shit. So I think I got maybe one or two deals from him, and that was because that was a Snap-on sale and not his sale. Yeah, in my last Snap-on guy, he passed away unfortunately last year. Um, what was the beginning of this year? I can't remember. But he was, I mean, he was all right guy. I mean, like I said, it's just he just put a kind of he just the last Snap-on guy I had. I mean, he just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth because he never showed up, and then you wonder why. Nobody's paying you for shit because the days you do come and show up to the shop, you don't show up till like 5:30. So it's like, you don't show up till like 5:30 and everybody at the shop's already fucking gone. So how do you expect to take payments when everybody's already freaking gone? Except a couple people that stayed late, and most of them didn't have Snap-on. Yeah, and it's just it just depends, Like I said, I just won't buy nothing else from Snap-on. I think they're just overpriced crap. So now you give me, I mean, Matco's okay, but like I said, Harbor Freight, I don't have no problem with Harbor Freight. So I'll keep buying shit from Harbor Freight until they piss me off. Yeah, we know, Mike, you don't like Matco. But Matco, I'd rather have Matco and buy Matco than fucking Snap-on any day of the week. So Snap-on can kiss my ass. Don't get me wrong, I like my Snap-on tools that I have, but I'm not gonna sit here and support Snap-on all the time. Well, I know everybody's probably fussing jumping Justin Dow's live stream. Yeah, Dow just went live, so that's why I said everybody's fussing jumping his live stream. And I'm probably fussing to hop off here in just a few minutes because the game is on. So, Mr. Mike, you know who we're talking about. You know Justin Dow. Quit playing dumb. Everybody knows Justin Dow. Yeah, he ain't getting no nookie. No booty for Dow. So, that was pretty funny last night when it was live stream. So, I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, no booty for Dow. That shit was funny. Said no BJs for you. Yeah, she's alright. But alright, guys, I'm fixing to jump off here. I wanted to make a quick video. Probably I just wanted to kind of go live for a little bit. Might go live tonight. I'm fixing to start getting my drink on. What's up, Peter? Probably fixing to start getting my drink on and relaxing and watching the game. Maybe watch a little bit of Dow's live stream. So thanks for everybody for watching. Thanks for everybody keeping up. I'll probably jump over in Dow's live stream here in a few minutes. Keep up with him. If you guys want to jump over there, I'll meet you guys over there. Thanks everybody for watching. So keep subscribing to keep up to date, and like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. We'll see you guys in the next one. Till next time, guys, keep on wrenching.